Not really, I think, because audio has always been in a position where we've never relied on cookies because most of the consumption is done on mobile phone or apps. So basically, we've always suffered from the lack of addressability to start with. So for us, it hasn't changed much. It's just that it proves that the different partners we have, such as you at ID5, is the only way forward to just increase the possibilities of advertisers being able to target and understand who they're buying. So Triton operates in a lot of countries, so I would say it depends where we are. I think that cookies or less private-centric approaches are probably kind of a drug that it's difficult to get rid of. So I think some agencies or buyers, or actually probably sometimes more in the operations, because I think at the top, all agencies and brands are saying that they need to adapt. The reality is that in the trenches, sometimes we see that some tactics are probably not as updated, though we've seen a lot of changes a few years ago, actually not that long ago, maybe 18 months to 2 years ago, they were still like working as if nothing has ever changed. Whereas now we see like ask to push data in clean room, use extended IDs or hashed emails, and things like that. So I think it's evolving slowly but surely. In Europe, for sure, with our GDPR, it changed much faster than in the US, but in the US, with all of the laws across all of the different states, I think now they get it. And because we also operate in a lot of countries where the regulations or legislation is quite similar to Europe, like Canada, Australia, Singapore, I think in the audio space, it has moved quite a lot already towards something which is great for the consumer, where they don't feel that we're abusing their personal data, but yet find ways to adequately target the audiences. I mean, again, because we operate in a lot of countries, I suppose it depends on where we are, but I think it has to be both. I think the tech industry, especially that with the IAB, they're attempting to avoid often type of regulation by coming with a industry-wide standard or approach. So I think I still see a lot of investments of the different trade organization with their members to figure out a way to make it scalable and agree on a way to work together. I know I forgot the name of that standard, but they agreed at the IAB to have compatibility between clean rooms, which is a good thing because at some point you can't just sign a license agreement with all of the clean room vendors out there. So anything that helps avoid forcing, we don't want a monopoly. So I don't think we want a technology that forces everyone to work with a single vendor. So anything that fits a standard, like with ID5, we use extended ID, which is a way that is normalized to pass the data to third parties, so that's perfect. So provided we can go towards this, I think also all of the AI advancement, especially generative AI, are bringing a huge bunch of questions, often on content, but I think we'll also get on audiences because it transforms everything. So I wouldn't be surprised that the generative AI, which at the moment is not necessarily changing anything related to identities, would also impact identities in the future. It's all flavor of AI. I think AI is a bit of a buzzword. There's like legacy AI, generative AI, deep learning, normal machine learning, or just like regression analysis. So everyone is talking about it. So what we need to do though is to cut what is the noise, because I think in adtech, I'd actually be shocked that there's an adtech company not using AI and not having using AI in the past years. So I think we need to zero on generative AI and more modern way of doing AI, and making sure what bricks it brings. Because one of the big challenges we have, especially working at a larger organization like Triton and iHeart, is it's impossible for us to just take a new brick of AI and just think that this will solve all problems. So we need to pick the right partners for whatever they bring and have the right type of diversity of approaches so we can control and then evolve and adapt and then sometimes swap bricks. So this is where it's a bit of a challenge, because every time we get a pitch or talk, like everyone seems to do everything, which I don't believe is true and nor is desired, because you want to have every company's focus on a specific vision and mission and not have generalists. So at least here in Cannes, it's all about adtech, whereas in London, it was from everything. So I'd rather talk to startup here than in London, just because it's already at least in the right area of focus for us.